Hey friends, this is Frenny, aka Friend the Human,
And I'm Slappa.
and this is Vibes N Delites. We got new chairs. Mine's like super villain white, and Slappa's is comfy black. I like how you have a black chair and I have a white chair.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just like my white shit. Even my phone is white.
I'm not racist. My phone is white.
I'm not racist. My iPad's white. My chair's white. My last chair was white too. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying, honey. I'm just saying. You're in good hands. Anyway. Oh my gosh. So it's a little dark and it's a little weird right now.
Yeah.
The wind has been crazy here in Dallas, Texas, and we're just trying to make it.
There was a power outage
Yeah.
and they shorted out our lights around here.
No, like no. It's more than that. There was a power outage on Monday when the windstorm began, and it cut off my live. Like I was live on TikTok when the outage happened, and then
Another one.
another one. The whole North Texas, the whole of North Texas, woke up at 5:30 that morning, and was like, just like the shaking building that we like everything was going crazy. It sounded like a hurricane outside. It just sounded insane. The wind gusts were like almost 40 miles an hour, it said. And then the next day it was just nice and bright. But that was like one hell of a storm. And then it was windy all damn day yesterday. And they said that there was no wind advisory in place. And I was like, there's no way there's no wind advisory in place when everything is literally shaking. And then they turned the wind advisory back on. And then they did. And then our power got knocked out again. And this time it made our lights burst.
Yeah, so the lighting's off and it's just gonna be fuzzy and gross. Sorry.
And so
We're gonna make this a quick episode so y'all don't have to
look at it.
look at it.
But at least my hair looks cool. But no, that was just pretty crazy that happened, and then it just continued happening. It like started with my live, and then it just got worse and worse. Something new we started watching was this show called Common Side Effects. If y'all want to watch it with us, please let us know. We need to do a game night soon anyway. So
I want to play more of that cat phone game.
oh yeah, Slap has been talking about that game ever since we started playing
It's
it.
so fun.
It's a lot of fun, and it's just so funny to see like the different reactions and like stories it makes and stuff like that. I really like it. But yeah, let's make it soon. Let's do a game night soon, and then I'll show you a show that I like. And but yeah, it's like about mushrooms and how basically big pharma is like robbing us blind, and it's pretty amazing. It's gory though. It's gory. And we got caught up on Harley Quinn. So if you want to get caught up with us and watch shows that we're watching Harley Quinn and Common Side Effects. Now, let's get into some of these stories. I saw this story and I was shook. I was like, what on earth? How is this guy's fault? So guys, I'm just gonna jump right in. Listen to this story that Slappa sent me called "Am I the asshole for unintentionally causing my coworker's marriage to implode?" Y'all, grab your vibes and your delights, and that means anything. It could be a drink, it could be some vibes like Slappa and I like, it could be just a snack, it could be a smoke and a pancake. I don't know, but grab your vibe and your delight. Tell me what you're snacking on, and let's jump in, okay? Because this story is weird. Throwaway because my coworkers use Reddit. I, 32 male, need to know if I'm the villain here. 2 to 3 years ago, I worked shifts with a married coworker, Crystal. 33 female, who has a husband and a kid. Because it's always just two of us who are available for shifts consistently over months, she'd vent to me daily about her marital issues, fights, resentment, petty drama. I stayed neutral, even defending her husband every time. No flirting, no texting outside work, never shared my own problems. It was strictly one sided and no physical contact even once. Then during one shift, I snapped. I opened up about my abusive fiance, now ex, that morning. I wait. Then during one shift, I snapped and opened up about my abusive fiance, now ex. That morning, when I was clearly stressed, she asked, "What do you do to relieve the stress?" And I responded, "I jerk off," and walked away. It wasn't a great answer.
What?
That's kind of out of left field, real talk,
Right.
though. Like, I don't know. Later in the afternoon, she asked why I was still upset, and I vented vaguely. Her response was, "Why don't we have fun tonight? You're stressed. I'm stressed too with him." Uh, Man, she propositioned me for an affair. I shut that down immediately, but later that night she texted a photo of herself in a see-through nightgown with her private parts clearly showing. "Maybe you need one." And I replied, "Are you crazy?" and ignored it. The next day, her husband found out. Turns out she sent the picture as revenge because he'd been texting his ex. Her excuse is he did it first.
Now you're just like a pawn in this game.
Right, but I'm still stuck on jerk off. Like I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
that was
like
out of pocket.
it was. It's just weird. Like if y'all like, and I guess it's not unusual for coworkers to have the like coworkers' phone numbers these days. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't know. I still wouldn't say anything like that to my coworker. Like unless
Especially if you're like she's like venting to you and you're never saying anything or flirting or anything. You're never doing nothing, but all of a sudden I jerk off.
right. Like where'd that come from? But okay, but I mean, it's still not his fault. Like, even if he was, like, maybe he was just having a bad day. Like, still, like, what she did was a million times worse, if you
What
ask
she
me.
did was insanity. That's like she was like, "Oh,
0 to
it's time to
100.
go," and then she went all
She
the
shot
way.
her shot,
She shot
boy.
every shot.
She shot her shot. And now her marriage is in shambles. Her husband, who I collaborated with and respected, is humiliated and barely speaks to me.
Do they work with the husband too?
I guess coworkers are gossiping about her, but some think I was too friendly with her. Now, here's why I might be the asshole. I let her trauma dump on me for months nonstop. Maybe I enabled emotional intimacy that crossed lines. I vented about my ex once, which unknowingly she used to justify her advance. Her marriage never been the same again, and I feel indirectly responsible. But I also think I never flirted, encouraged her, or crossed boundaries. She chose to cheat. I rejected her immediately. Was I just being a decent listener, even though I'm not? Or did I screw up by not shutting her down sooner? So, did I destroy a marriage? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not you, buddy. I think any dude who listened to her, she would have gone for it. That she was doing it for revenge. Like she just wanted to get her get back.
Yeah. Because what if, like, so, like, maybe she caught him texting the ex again, right?
Right.
And then you were like, I don't know, jerk off, and you were being all, like, promiscuous. Like, maybe she just took that and, shot her shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it was just like, it was bound to happen,
Yeah, I don't think
basically.
he like him. Is that like an ego thing? Like I ruined this marriage because of me. She just wanted me so bad.
I wonder what's bringing it up now, though. Like, maybe he told somebody and they were like, bro, what the fuck?
Mm.
But also, like, I don't know if, like, my coworker trauma dumped on me a lot. I wouldn't, like, find, I don't know. You know what? I don't know because, like, my coworkers, people tend to tell me things.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, people just tend to tell me
it's
things.
not unusual.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
To like
It's not unusual
be
to try
vented to by coworkers. I mean, I
to
worked at
send nudes to
Amazon and
your
people would just tell you their
coworkers.
whole life story.
Right.
And
Because y'all working long ass shifts and y'all spend a lot of time together.
right. And I did not fuck with everyone. And I knew way too much about almost everyone there. And like, so I can only imagine the things they tell to people who like reciprocate.
uh, this person says no, her marriage was already down the hopper.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be blamed for her actions. If nothing else, you prolonged the agony of their marriage and she rewarded you by throwing you a shitstorm.
I don't think you can like destroy a marriage. It kind of falls apart from within. You might be the straw that broke the camel's back or like the domino that set everything in motion or whatever, but like anything could have been like that, like I said, like probably any other dude, if they had been around, she would have eventually done that because she was doing it just out of revenge or resentment.
I mean, she had been complaining for
Right.
months, months
Like
about
she
how
might have just
miserable
been
she
like
was.
fishing for you to make a move first.
Ooh, true. True, true. There's a lot of dudes who would just like straight up try to sleep with somebody just to say that they could. There's a lot of dudes out there who would do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's enough of that story. I'm interested to hear what y'all think about that story. I don't even know what to say about it other than I don't think he's the asshole, but like also maybe don't tell your coworkers that you jerk off. I don't know. Like I don't know. I I understand that he was flustered, but like just I just can't get over that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real honest. Like, when people say, like, oh my God, we're trying for a baby, all I think about is y'all fucking, bro. Like, oh no.
Raw.
Raw. Like, I'm sorry. I just do. It's just like, it's like, why is that okay, but not the other? Like, I don't know.
Coworkers are weird, man.
It's like a weird relationship because like you want to be friendly and awesome and all sorts of things, but you also like don't wanna. But because like what if you do something and then it comes back to you on your job?
Right.
That's what I mean by that. It's like I want to hang out with everybody. I want to meet everybody outside of work. I love hanging out with my coworkers. I just like sometimes I wonder if I'm going to say something or do something that's going to totally fuck me over. But nah, I don't think so. I'm pretty much the same all the time.
All right, let's get to the next story.
This story, we might have read something really similar to this. We might have read this one. I don't know. Alls I know is there's an update. Let's get in this bitch.
Am I the asshole to divorce my husband and leave him with the kid after finding out that I'm not biologically the mom? Whoa. Trigger warnings. Trigger warnings, infidelity, medical issues, and betrayal. Betrayal.
Yeah, stabbed in the back.
Betrayal.
Yeah, something devastating. Yikes.
I can't believe my life has come to this. All I ever do is go out of my way to help others. But on the few occasions I need help, nobody ever comes through for me. I, 36 female, have been with my husband, 35 male, for a total of almost 10 years, married for 7. We had what I thought was my child by surrogate over 2 years ago because after 4 years of trying to conceive with no success, despite medical interventions, it turns out I'm unable to carry a child to term. I had always wanted to be a mom. Devastated is an understatement regarding how I felt when I found out I have a medical condition that would make it nearly impossible to carry a baby to term.
Oh no.
It was even more upsetting when I had to get a major surgery to remove uterine growths with the hope to increase fertility, and complications during surgery warranted a partial hysterectomy involving removal of my uterus only. I still had my ovaries, so we started looking into the cost of a surrogate. It is really expensive. My close friend since college, who'd already had 2 kids on her own, offered to serve as a surrogate for us to cut down on costs. After 2 disappointing IVF sessions that did not result in pregnancy, she became pregnant on the 3rd try and carried a boy to term for us. I was so happy and busy after the birth, between being a mom and returning to work after a 4-week parental leave, so I didn't notice any warning signs. I should have noticed the red flags and warning signs early on, but did not because I was so exhausted from working so much at my stressful job and 2 part-time jobs, Jesus, to cover most of the bills and anticipated medical and legal costs associated with this friend becoming our surrogate. I was the primary breadwinner.
What does your husband even do?
Probably fucked his friend, I'm guessing.
Right, I guess.
My friend and my husband started, my friend and my husband started talking more, and I would sometimes come home from my weekend job to find her already hanging out at our house when my husband was there. I chalked it up as innocuous, and it's good for her to know my husband better since she was in the process of hopefully carrying our child for us. Why does she have to know him for that? She really was overlooking shit. That's weird. I was grateful to have someone helping us have a child. I also thought it was weird that our son has brown eyes when both of us have blue. Then I found out that while this is uncommon, it's possible sometimes due to many genes controlling eye color. Recently it all came to a head when I took our son to a doctor's appointment and they did a metabolic panel and blood tests which showed that he had a blood type that's not biologically possible to have with me as his mother. He's B+, I'm A+, my husband is O+. Immediately I started worrying it was the fertility clinic's fault and that they'd messed up and implanted a wrong embryo.
Oh.
I started lining up lawyer consultations to possibly sue the clinic and looked into having DNA parentage tests done. The test results show that I'm not the mother, but my husband is still the father. I was heartbroken and angrier than ever. I talked to lawyers about medical malpractice in the fertility clinic we'd used. Then my husband confessed that he'd slept with my friend, our surrogate, on a few different occasions during our struggle to have her get pregnant with our embryos. Why the fuck would you do that?
I think we might have read this story.
That? And why would she do that? And then, why would she have the baby knowing it's a chance it's actually her baby and just give it away?
Right. Oh, just nasty. Ew. Ew. Brother,
This means what I thought was our son conceived by IVF and carried with a surrogate isn't my son at all and was in fact conceived the old-fashioned way, which I can't ever do. Livid and absolutely broken at the same time doesn't even begin to describe how I feel. I have been breaking down into crying spells over and over about this. He claims he didn't ever think pregnancy could result because he pulled out, and he had always assumed that he was the reason for our earlier struggles to conceive, both before my hysterectomy and during the IVF insemination process with this friend. Did he not get checked out? What do you mean he just assumed? Like, y'all were trying to do fertility shit. Why would they not check him? Why would anyone do this?
I'm just, this is puberty.
Puberty?
Like, this is the talk you're supposed to have during puberty.
And he's like a 30-something-year-old dude.
And he's like in his 30s.
Pull it out!
And he's acting like he doesn't know that cum dumping into a fucking super fertile bitch.
Because she's doing surrogacy, so she's on all that shit.
Right, so she's super fertile.
Oh my god.
So him just pulling out, bro. Bro, all these people are stupid. All of y'all got the big dumbs. I don't appreciate the dumbs.
Sometimes
I like the good dumbs. This isn't a good dumb.
Like, I feel asexual sometimes. Because, like, why would you do this just to have sex? Like, if I was a woman and I was on fertility drugs, why would I have sex with this man at all? if I didn't want to get pregnant with him. And raw? And pulling
Yes.
out?
Yes.
And then if I'm him and I'm going through this with my wife to have a surrogate, why would I have sex with the surrogate? Why?
You know why? Because it's her eggs in her body. Isn't that how it goes? And so he thought he was just fertilizing his eggs. How much you want to bet that's how he thought that
I'm
worked?
as dumb as he seems. Yes, I believe you.
Like I think that's what that was. I'm not even kidding. Like I feel like that's the logic that he went through. It's kind of really terrible.
It
Anyway,
is not that serious to get your dick wet. That's all I'm saying.
when you say like men have full control of what they do with their shit, like I swear.
I felt an immediate triple betrayal from what was supposed to be my husband, my friend, and now knowing my child isn't even really mine. I had such white hot rage and delirium. I immediately left home and stayed at a hotel for almost a week before asking my parents to let me stay at home for a while. I admit I left our son with him. I'm now filing divorce because he cheated and betrayed me in the worst possible way. I have also cut off my friendship with my friend, the surrogate, and I feel afraid to trust anyone now. I have seen a divorce lawyer to see about giving up my legal rights to this kid so I don't have to face such betrayal or owe child support. That's crazy.
Right.
That she could end up having to parent this kid who she knows is not hers at all now.
Ugh. Ugh.
My husband and friend slash surrogate admit they were wrong and keep apologizing, but also called me immature and heartless to just give up on my son like that. That's not my son.
Right.
That's your son.
Right.
You're giving up on him already. What are you talking about?
Right.
My parents also say I can't just give up on a kid that I went through so many legal and medical hoops to have. Yeah, you can. What?
I have to agree.
Your parents say that? Knowing what the fuck happened? Cut them off. They do not give a shit about you. That's insane. They're going to play grandparent to this kid who isn't their grandkid?
Right. And then, like, what's going to happen if she moves on, she gets married and has a baby, or, oh, she can't. Oh, fuck. Maybe they think it's like their only chance.
Too fucking bad.
Oh,
Holy shit,
man.
dude.
I didn't even think about that. Oh.
You know what? Like, y'all, okay, that's your grandkid, not my kid. Go ahead. Go grandparent that kid who's not mine.
But what if she does get married and, like, she meets somebody who
she
has
has
kids?
more eggs frozen, right?
What if she meets somebody who has kids?
Yeah. But
You know
they'd
what
be
I
like,
mean?
that's not. But that's still.
It's the same
It's
thing.
the same thing.
It's all just, this is chaos. That's what this is. It's fucking chaos. Oh my gosh.
When I told them I refused to stay in a cheater marriage and I'd rather adopt someday with a better, more trustworthy partner, they also told me I was wrong and that maintaining my parental rights isn't much different than if I adopted outright. It's a lot different. They said it isn't blood that makes a family. They are all about me divorcing my cheater husband, but keep telling me I'm making a mistake giving up my parental rights. No. Some of my other friends agree with what I'm doing. A few admitted they weren't big enough to swallow pride and care for an affair baby or to see daily reminders of my friend slash surrogate's betrayal every time I look at her son.
Right.
Like, exactly. Like, you know it's not your kid. Why would you... Like, the mom's right there. Why would you just be like, yeah, I'm going to take your kid that you cheated on my husband with to make...
Right. Or cheated with my husband to make.
Oh, cheated with my...
Hell yeah, brother. But I heard you. I got you.
Just kicking in. I just want a clean break and a fresh start. I'm also looking at relocating several states away. Am I the asshole? No. To give up my parental rights in the divorce because a kid I paid a lot of money to have, born by surrogacy, isn't biologically mine at all, but the surrogate's. Couldn't you, like, sue a surrogate for that? Isn't there
Right.
like a lot of legal contract going on? And they're not supposed to have sex with anyone while they're doing the IVF stuff?
Yeah, that's why I feel like I've read this before because I'm pretty sure that that's exactly what people were saying. Like, I'm pretty positive.
So, did she sign legal papers? The only paperwork that was legally drafted was for her transferring over the parental rights. Oh, so it was because it was a friend, they were just like casual with it.
Hmm.
That sucks. 5 months later, there's an update. I'm low on time right now, but I will be posting a separate update later. I'm not staying and I'm not caring for him anymore.
Good. Good for you.
I was not even offered a choice in the matter at all, which is why I've kept telling myself I shouldn't want to compare myself to men in a similar type of parentage situation, and have kept myself aloof toward the boy I thought was mine. I have no legal rights anymore, no matter what, because she fought to get her son back. Good, take your fucking son, bitch.
Right. That's crazy.
I'm actually a lot more upset about losing this child than I presented in my post, and I'm realizing more and more with each passing day the choice wasn't mine and I lost. I posted that I wouldn't want to be the sucker raising someone else's kid as more of a cope than anything. She got to have her kid. He left me, and I'm stuck with nothing. You're stuck without them.
Right. You're stuck with a clean slate.
Like you
This is
have,
what it looks like.
you have dropped that shitty ass man, and you can do whatever the fuck you want now.
Right.
Like, if he did that to you, imagine what else he would do in the future if you didn't find out.
Right. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was one hell of an update. I wasn't expecting that. Goodness gracious. This story was just as messy as that one with the mom and the husband. Like that story was just as chaotic as this one. Like granted that one was like a top tier level of crazy, but like oh my gosh, just chaos, just in huge amounts of chaos. And I hope that the OP gets her just desserts. Like, I hope she sues them all. I am glad that she did take her own kid, though. But what if she's like, what if she treats the kid bad because it's an affair child baby, like that she didn't really necessarily want? You know what I mean? Like, that poor kid.
Right. I mean, at least he won't really remember being passed around or where the fuck was going on.
Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, what a terrible story. All right, let's switch gears. That story hurt my feelings. I was real sad. But I did find this one story that I thought was funny as fuck. And I just want to end with a giggle, right? Let me go ahead and jump into this story here. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my mother-in-law's deductible after she smashed the gift I gave her?
Oh, damn.
Long story short, I was on Twitter a while ago and I saw this ad for a political mug that made me chuckle. So I decided to buy it for my conservative mother in law as a gag gift because I love the idea of the mug being gifted to someone who leans more conservative. Last night, it was my mother in law's birthday and I was getting ready with my wife to go to the restaurant where we would be eating. My wife saw the mug at home before we left as I was packing it into a gift bag and she rolled her eyes saying I was being immature, but she laughed at the mug saying, "Well, it's kind of funny, I'll give you that." We we eventually get to dinner and the whole family was having a good time. Then at the end we all gave our gifts, and when my mother-in-law opened mine, she realized what it was and had this sour look on her face while the mug earned a couple chuckles. My sister-in-law jokingly teased her, asking if she liked it. She just stood up and excused herself to use the bathroom. As she was about to leave, my sister in law said, "It's just a joke, Mom." And my mother in law grabbed the mug furiously off the table and slammed it onto the ground, shattering the glass. A shard gave her a pretty sizable cut on her ankle. She had to go get stitches.
Oh, God.
She had to go get stitches for the cut. And my wife said that we should pay the deductible because she claims I'm the cause of the accident. The,
He didn't
you heard me
throw
say
it.
accident like what am I in work mode? What in the road rage?
Right.
Like like it's funny like whenever at my job if there's a road rage incident, we don't even count that car. because if you wrecked your own car, that's your fault. Like, that's your fucking fault. That's not even fair. So she wants him to pay for the deductible, but he said no. She got mad at me, telling me that I was being immature. We got in a fight about it, and I said that it's ridiculous that I'm being blamed for her own actions. We ended up paying for it anyway. Wife is still kind of angry, and my mother-in-law is still furious and refuses to talk to me, saying that I'm a
See, you shouldn't have paid it. Fuck that bitch.
communist.
She just wants hands out.
And this is the mug for reference.
Fell for it again award.
Lol.
That's so good.
Bot Mart. What the fuck? That's hilarious.
That is a hilarious mug. Why was she mad? Huh? She wasn't like, what do you mean I fell for it? Is she like a regretful Trump voter?
Oh.
Like, why else would she get so mad?
Oh, I thought it was just because he was poking fun at her for being one. You know, not
right, but fell
not
for
the,
it again.
Right, fell for it again, meaning
she
you
has
voted
to
for
feel
it
like
twice.
she did fell for it if she got that mad.
Right, I didn't even catch that. I just thought she was mad because he was poking fun at the fact that she was just a plain supporter.
I hurt dog.
Nah, dang, that shit crazy. Or in this case, throw glasses on the floor or mugs. All right. Well, I guess that's it for us right now. Next, I'm hoping to get new lights soon. I had a not great day today, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and get comfy and get cozy. Oh my gosh, really quick, a really quick plug. Wyatt Perp, we got sodas now, and I'm so excited to share with y'all the sodas. They have different flavors. They got cola, root beer, they've got orange soda, they've got lemonade. They had iced tea, all THC, and I'm super excited because, man, I had a good time with the ones that we did have, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed the Russian roulette we had. He's like, you never knew what you were gonna get. Is it gonna have a little bit of like the
It'll
THC?
Be interesting to have some that are like
solid,
actually dosed right.
Right.
I want to try that orange soda. I love orange soda.
Oh, yeah. We're going to try it right after this, and we'll be reporting back. And y'all ask us in the Discord, join the Discord and show us your pets, and we'll tell you all about it. I'm excited. I'll probably post about it before the end of the night. Nah, I'll probably post about it in the morning. But anyway, I'm super excited. I'm super hype. I love you guys so much. I'm really high right now. That shit started hitting immediately, like, after that story. And my eyes won't stop watering. My eyes are open. Anyway, I love you guys so much. We'll catch y'all next time. And we love you.
Bye.
Bye.